Okay, I'm gonna give my review of the Expendables 2 movie. The movie did have a lot of action. I think what holds it back from being really great is the plot. The plot wasn't much. It was so generic plot. Uh, there should have been, you know, action um, uh, shown for each individual, and they didn't show that. What I mean is, Jason Statham had an awesome fight scene with the knives. He was just kicking ass, people throwing knives. He was just, to me, he was like the best um, action. I mean, in martial arts. Well, Jet Li had a good role too, but it's kind of weird because Jason, I don't think he practices martial arts. I could be wrong, but he had like throwing knives and like you would think he's like a martial artist. Didn't have Dolph Lundgren do anything except shoot people. I mean, the guy's huge, you know. He could have just like picked up people and like broke, picked them up and uh, broke broke people's back between his knee, kind of like he did when he picked up Jet Li in the first one. Well, he didn't do anything like that, you know. They represented Chuck Norris good, shooting, just blowing the hell out of everything. But I was disappointed with Dolph Lundgren because I mean, it would have been cool if he just like broke people's necks and like broke people's backs, but he was just shooting. Um, Believe it or not, the football player had more action. He was doing like punches and kicks, and Randy Couture was doing little punches and kicks too. But that'd be cool if he threw like some MMA moves or something. Arnold Schwarzenegger was really good. He was just blowing shit up, and um, the fight scene at the end was too short. I mean, they should have give it. Well, I mean, let's just say the contest was unrealistic. I mean, you're fighting Van Damme, a martial artist, versus Stallone. I mean, you know, it should have been like Van Damme would be kicking the hell out of Stallone, and then Stallone, I don't know, maybe he got like a last minute try to kill Van Damme by doing something. I don't know, throw him off a balcony or choking him or something. But they had the fight where Stallone. I won't tell you who wins, but they had the fight. Stallone was dominating the fight. It just didn't make. I mean, it was good. Van Damme came back to the screen. He did the spin kicks, but that was it. I mean, if you see other movies, he does more than that. They just didn't. The fight scene was kind of a letdown. It was just way too short, believe it or not. I mean, you're fighting Van Damme, so I was disappointed with the fight scene. Um, so the movie's okay. It's probably better than the first one. But if they make Expendables 3, they're gonna have to capitalize. You know, um, actually make it more action. I mean, like have people breaking necks, breaking backs. I mean, it's a rated R film. Um, so when I saw the previews, I was expecting a little more, but when they showed the previews, they kind of showed everything really. I mean, and then you're just let down. Um, I mean, I'm not being harsh. I'm just telling you the way it is. I mean, there's action, but there could have been better. I mean, they had Dolph Lundgren do nothing but shoot people. I mean, I mean, and then, I mean, they could have had Chuck do some martial arts, but that's fine. I mean, but and Van Damme wasn't in the movie too much. I mean, in the fight scene at the end was a letdown. I expected more from a fight. I mean, I've seen movies, where they have a fight scene that's a long fight scene, maybe an hour fight scene. It's not even a very long fight scene. I mean, that's a letdown. I mean, the fight scene could have been much better at the end. Um, so if they do Expendables 3, they need to capitalize, make it more action, not only shooting people, but breaking bones, breaking necks, and put more martial arts in the movie. There's not much martial arts. The only martial arts is Jet Li, and that's about it. And then, well, Jason Statham does some. I mean, like I said, I don't even know if he's a martial artist in real life, but his scene's probably the best in the movie. You know where he says "knife to meet you." I mean, I thought it was just like a little scene like that, like in the preview, but no, it's a lot more. I mean, he's really kicking ass with the knives. It's fucking awesome. That's probably the best scene in the movie. Um, the movie's corny, because it's like you think you really know, you saw the preview, you know what's gonna happen. It's like everybody destroys the tanks and everybody like, well, they have all the Expendables. Who's left? Well, Chuck Norris, right? Then Chuck Norris appears out of the blue. It's corny. It's they need to work. I know how much the '80s, but I mean they could have it with the '80s, but they can still have it a better plot and kind of makes sense. They don't have to go super cheesy '80s. I mean they can have it the '80s, but action, but they could have a better plot. I mean that's just my take on it. So the movie's okay. It's not mind blowing. It's not you going in like maybe you used to go and you were blown away. It's I have to say Commando's better movie than this, because the plot's better. I mean there's more action, believe it or not. I mean even though it's one guy, it's it's hard to do what's done in the past, But um, if they're gonna have to make Expendables 3, make it more action, not just shooting people, have a better plot. And I mean, and if they have Expendables 3, they have Seagal. They're gonna have to have Seagal do martial arts. They can't have just shooting because that's just gonna be stupid. People want to see the martial arts. That people, when I went to see action, I want to see huge action or martial arts. Back in the day. So if you bring martial arts to the screen, show the martial artists. I think if they put like Just Speakman and Steven Seagal. So if you ever seen The Perfect Weapon, Just Speakman, he's a Kempo master and he like hits you with so many combinations. It's insane. And then Steven Seagal, the Aikido moves, and so I think they should have blended martial arts and action, not just all action, because everybody's fascinated with martial arts because of different styles, different moves, different ways to kill people instead of just shooting people. So I gave it like a C plus. It's okay. It could have been better. More action than the first one, which is good. So Expendables 3, take note, people. More action, more martial arts, a better plot, and bring actually more martial artists in there. Bring Speakman, bring Seagal, goes to Bruce Lee. um, to bring more martial artists, do more martial arts. You could have Ernie Reyes Jr. He's an awesome martial artist, believe it or not. I don't know, he could maybe be like kidnapped or something. Well, no, he's actually too old. He's actually, I don't know. So I mean, the plot. Hollywood, you're gonna have to think of a plot. I don't know what to say, but come up with a good plot and good twist. I mean, if you do the third one, you might as well go all out. I mean, you get how much to '80s, but if you go all out, the movie can really be spectacular. All right, peace.